me, I own a ton of terrible movies, but believe it or not, I actually enjoy watching many of them. You see, movies don't necessarily have to be good to be awesome. And that sounds kind of silly, I know, but here's an example. When you hear that George Romero or Bruce Campbell's made a movie, you're pretty much obligated to go see it, right? Not because you know it's going to be a good movie, and certainly not because it's going to be any kind of artistic achievement, but because it's going to be fucking awesome! Highlander, the Crank series, Jackie Chan. Is there anything in this world more awesome than that? Well, I think not. Well, except for this one thing, which reigns above all other things that are awesome. The only thing more awesome than that is the lesbian sex scene in Mulholland Drive. But that's not important right now. What is important is Reb Brown, the big blonde beefcake who epitomizes awesome in such action movie classics as Space Mutiny and Your Hunter from the Future, two of my favorite movies of all time. Now, they might not have been what you'd call good movies. Some people might call them more painful than bleeding hemorrhoids. But the point is, and this is what should keep you up nights, of all the movies that Reb Brown ever did, Space Mutiny and Your were the good ones. Robowar? Now, that was one of the bad ones. Like most Reb Brown movies, you can only find Robowar on Japanese VHS tapes, and only if you know some especially deranged Hong Kong bootleggers. And I do. But the real reason you can't find this movie anywhere is because it's fucking bad. And don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Reb Brown. Actually, I love the guy. He is the best there is at what he does. And I think you all know what that is.
Roll fizzle beef.
Okay, so he's no Orson Welles, but since when do you start blaming an action star's acting for a bad movie?
Talking box!
But don't push it. He's not the reason this movie sucks, and I can boil that reason down to 4 simple words. Directed by Vincent Dawn. Who's Vincent Dawn? Well, he doesn't exist, but Bruno Mattei exists, and Vincent Dawn is his pseudonym, or his alias, or his nom de crap, if you will. Even the name Bruno Mattei translates from the original Italian to run! Go! While you still can! Why do I say that? Well, the movie that Bruno Mattei is most well known for directing is Terminator 2. No, not this Terminator 2. I'm talking more about the cheap Italian knockoff movie called Terminator 2, which, if you actually watch it, and I wouldn't, is more of a knockoff of Aliens than Terminator. I don't get it either.
They know you're coming, and they're waiting for you!
He also made Jaws 5, Libido Mania 2, Porno Holocaust, and even made several nunsploitation sex films. He's known as the Italian Ed Wood, but even Ed Wood never made a movie called Porno Holocaust. I mean, nunsploitation? Who even thinks about stuff like that? I mean, talking about hedging your bets that God doesn't exist. Even the poster is totally incompetent. Not only do they misspell Catherine Hicklin's name, but just look at the robot's head. It looks like the helicopter's rotor blades have completely cut the top half of it off. Okay, calm down. Have to try and focus. The movie starts off with 2 military dudes flying around in a helicopter. Well, there's stock footage of a helicopter, and they're pretending to be in it.
Insert diagnosis circuits.
They're completely blown! What the hell's going on here?
Give diagnosis.
We're not gonna make it.
Well, you seem to have come to terms with that rather quickly.
Do you read? Over! Circuits are blowing one by one! We're drifting! Everything's out! Sensors, gauges, the works! Everything!
The coffee machine, the CD player, everything! Clearly they're having some technical difficulties, but I can't say for the life of me if it has anything to do with the robot on the ground, who may or may not be blowing up buildings. And the reason I'm not sure of this is because, 1, it's really hard to see what's going on with the robot's so-called hyper-advanced supervision, and 2, I'm fairly sure he blows up the same building several times. Seriously, I can't see the connection. I don't even think the actors really know what they're supposed to be afraid of in this scene.
There must be a breakdown in its main memory bank!
Hit it with a radar signal.
Hurry, for Christ's sake!
Not enough screen presence! Can't hold the scene together!
Hit it with a radar signal.
We have lost control. Repeat, we have lost control.
Makes no sense, Black Eagle.
No kidding! I need Foundation's movie! Who are these guys? Who's getting blown up? Why are you bitching about crashing when the helicopter seems perfectly fine? And what does this have to do with the robot? Aw, you mean we're not gonna see any more of these actors? Damn it! Let's just take a moment to appreciate the irony of that last scene. I mean, they were blown up by a robot just moments before their helicopter was about to crash for completely unrelated reasons.
It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride.
Well, after that bizarre little scene, there's a slideshow introducing the real heroes of the movie.
Here we have Corporal Neil Corey, expert heavy weapons, top marksman rating. Private Larry Garino,
What are you talking about? Look, that's Chuck Norris!
crack reconnaissance man, known as Diddy or Diddy Bop.
Lately, he's been trying to get people to call him P. Diddy, but the name hasn't really stuck yet. Ha! Great picture.
Ex-Vietnam medical officer, Alfred Bray, dubbed Papa Doc.
He looks like Walter from The Big Lebowski. This must be from his days in Nam.
Sonny Peel, martial arts expert. His friends call him Blood. Nung Quo, forward scout and point taker, renamed Quang. Carryover from the Vietnam campaign.
Bill Ironside, codename Princess. Jack Steele, his friends call him Lamb Chop, or Lambikins. Vince Dedrick, a.k.a. Death Walrus. And here's their leader, Blood Fist, but his codename is Mannering J. Abernathy.
And this is our coordinator, Major Murphy Black.
Ah, yeah.
Multi-decorated field officer, better known as Kill Zone.
No, he isn't.
Why do they have nicknames?
You should know what the group is called. BAM.
Bam.
Big-ass motherfuckers. Big-ass motherfuckers.
Big ass motherfuckers.
Big-ass motherfuckers.
Big ass. Like, they have big asses? Or, how the fuck does that answer his question?
Why do they have nicknames?
You should know what the group is called. Big-ass motherfuckers.
Sort of like, get to it and go get fucked like in Nam.
What? No! Nam? What the hell does that have to do? What the fuck are you even talking about?
What the fuck does anything have to do with Vietnam? What the fuck are you talking about?
The commander decides to send the BAMs into the jungle to retrieve the Army's malfunctioning killbot, codenamed Omega-1. The lumpy guy goes along as a technical advisor.
Well, we'll have to keep them in the dark. But they must never learn the whole truth, before or after.
Tell them nothing! There's no reason at all they should be prepared for battle with the most dangerous and lethal killing machine on the planet. Even after they've disabled and retrieved the murderous robot, they should have no idea what the hell they just did. Sort of like the audience. But I'm serious, the commanders decide not to tell anyone. What the... Hold up. What the hell is he wearing? Rep, it's hard to look badass when you're wearing your 10-year-old sister's workout clothes. I'm sorry, but a guy named Killzone should not be wearing matching sky blue pants and a grade schooler's shirt with a fucking sailboat on it. The only way that shirt could be less macho is if it had the Care Bears on it. Red Brown, big ass motherfucker.
So what's the mission? Simple. You have to beach 2 rafts. Think you can handle that?
Beach where?
An island, not far from here.
Seriously, that's all anyone ever tells them about this mission, that they're gonna go land a boat on an island somewhere. At no point in this movie do these guys know anything. Where they're going, what they're doing, who might try to stop them. At least in Predator they gave them some kind of cover story. You have to tell them something.
All right, men, you deploy at 0600. Any questions?
Who are you?
I'm afraid that's classified. Technically, I don't exist. I'm not here. We're not having this briefing.
We didn't have a briefing.
Good man.
No, really. You just walked in here and said we were leaving at 0600.
No, I didn't.
But we don't even know where we're going.
I'm afraid that's strictly need to know.
But how are we supposed to get there if we don't know where we're going?
You should know what your group is called. Glam.
Glam?
Giant leprechauns and monkeys.